Hey, traders. Welcome to the stream. Happy Thursday. Hope you're having a better day than Bitcoin and stocks. Hope your day is going as well as the Volatility Index, which it's in the title, right? It's up 35%. That's never good, right? I mean, anything over 40 on the VIX is terrible. And you're like, I think at 35 plus 37. So you're only a few dollars away from that, a few points away from that. So, yep, you got gold selling off, silver selling off, down a couple percentage points. Not good. Commodities are okay. Commodities aren't too bad. Bond yields are up. That's not good. People are trying to maybe find safe haven from overbought equities, throwing into bonds. 10-year yield is at its highest level in a year, and we'll look at this stuff. But just starting out with Bitcoin like we do, right? That's why a lot of y'all watch. Currently down about 4%, below $48,000 now. What you've done in the past 48 hours, 47 hours and change, is you back tested $50,000 as a resistance. Right? They're all psychological, right? You regard $30,000 as support. Right? Sometimes 35,000. Resistance till you broke it, right? 40K, same thing, $40,000 resistance, right? So $50,000 on the daily has never, not once in history, been regarded technically as a support. It's just being a resistance now. So what does that mean? All right, you'll be seeing 45K next, 40K after that. Negative momentum has just begun to build. And you know, normally it doesn't end with 2 histogram islands. You'll get 3, 4. Who knows how low it'll go? But you think that the next critical support, at least something that's real, is like $40,000 to $42,000. Don't know if it'll get all the way down there, but at least maybe come down to test 45K again, that first low. In 46 minutes, if all stays the same, Bitcoin will be painting a daily bearish engulfing candle. Not really what you want to see if you're bullish. What's up, Anthony, man?
Can you take a look at news? They launched a liquidity pool for NFTs. Basically a Uniswap-like interface to swap NFTs with any ERC20.
I mean, if it's on TradingView, we will look at Muse, Anthony Lorenzo. So Leroy Jenkins for the $50 freaking dollar super chat. That's huge, man. Thank you, dude. Like, and what's up, Travis?
Could you analyze the lower time frames on Bitcoin and do some examples of harmonics?
Do harmonics on less significant timescales? I mean, I don't really like doing that, because then someone watching the stream out of context might come and be like, dude, he's doing 60-minute harmonics, man. I guess I'm gonna do it too, because it's okay. So I guess if I do it, it'll be like me. I'll do a disclaimer I'll have to put up saying 60-minute harmonics are like most patterns are normally trash. The only time a 60-minute pattern makes a little bit of sense, just a little bit, is when the 4-hour and the daily and maybe even the weekly, if you have that much fortune, right? They all have to be saying the same thing as that 60-minute structure. Otherwise, it doesn't mean crap, right? Think about it. If like the 60 minutes showing a potential inverse head and shoulders, 60-minute, right? But the 4-hour daily weekly aren't implying anything. And that's, you get away from that, right? Because it's probably going to do something else. It'll turn into something else. It'll crap out, whatever. So that would be the only time that we would want to be looking at patterns. Okay, does that make sense? The more time scales on your side, the better. 60-minute is not reliable. Okay. So, bearish golden candle soon. Negative Momo building. There's nothing implying right now on any time scale that Bitcoin's done selling off, that it's about to reverse. Nothing's implying that. So without anything implying that, and I can't tell you, oh man, it could go up. It could go up, but there's no edge. I mean, if anything, the edge was kind of bearish, right? The weekly bearish divergence and the daily at the same time here. So again, and normally like when you get a wave down, like on the 4-hour, whoops, it's 3-hour, get the 4-hour, hold on. On the 4-hour, right? You get one wave down. This is like why harmonics exist. This is why XABCDs are so common, because you'll always get like that first wave down, you'll rally, and then you'll sell off a second time. The second time on the double bottom, lower, lower, higher, low, you know, that's when you start getting that divergence, the exhaustion, before you get another rally up. So it could be here, I mean, but it just daily doesn't look that great, man. What's up, Pierce? Apgar. Tron Connect. Not the S-Coin Tanzanian gold miners. Oh, okay. Yeah, because there is no S-Coin called Tanzanian gold miners. But if you had that comma after S-Coin, right, it'd be less confusing. Now, we'll look at Tanzanian gold miners. Mostly everything had a really bad day. You know, on the S&P 500, you only had 8 assets that closed in the green, and I don't think any of them were up 1%. Hey, Johnson & Johnson held on. Let's go, dude. Okay, so that's big. I mean, like, to me, it looks kind of like it's bear flagging or something, you know, right now. Right, an impulse down and then up sloping consolidation where you don't even come close to threatening the previous high. And you just, like, we tried, and bulls tried so freaking hard, man, to get back above 50K, and just not enough demand, or there's too much supply. People are too many sellers right now. So, okay. What we're looking for is maybe something like this. All right, just hypothetical. This may not happen, okay? But I'm telling you, if you're a swing trader, this is what you want to see to make a rational determination of where to maybe take a long, right? You think about it, if the selling continues, stocks keep dumping, volatility keeps rising, metals keep dumping, Bitcoin keeps dumping. You're looking for, you know, prices down at like 42K, near the 200 moving average, the previous high from January 8th. And then at that point, you're looking for the oscillator to do something like this. Right? Again, this is not for the sake of saying this is going to happen. This is for the sake of education and for what one that applies this system that is used here in this community. This is what one's looking for. Always for a low risk, high reward opportunity. Right? You're looking for stuff like this. What's up, Crypto Maniac? Thank you, dude, for supporting the stream. It says Kangs. Yes, Kangs indeed. The Kangs do Kang. Good, right? That's the stuff you're looking for. Right now, you can't do anything. You're just gambling. You're literally just flipping a coin. It may go heads. If it lands on heads, it goes up. If it lands on tails, it goes down. It could land on heads and go up. But if you're playing, again, the numbers game as an actual trader, you gotta wait for the edge, the opportunity, right? Critical thinking. Like, think about the variables that would be going on at this level. I mean, critical support, 200 moving average, divergence on both oscillators, and maybe that 4-hour divergence could usher in hidden bullish divergence on the daily eventually, right? I mean, that's the stuff we look for, even though it may never happen, okay? Just wanted to point that out to you. Hey, man, and don't get me wrong, I am Bitcoin, and I wanted to go to $1 billion tomorrow, but again, we've got to be real here that there's nothing implying upside quite yet. Okay, so same situation, like Ethereum down double, over double. It's broke. Look, it's that beautiful trend it's been in since Christmas Eve of 2020. You're out of it again, man. All right, but just think about it. Just think about what could happen if Bitcoin sold off more, Ethereum went and tested 1386 again, right at that critical, very strong now potential support, which it was at one time all-time highs from 2018. Just think what happens when you get the divergence, right? Just think the same low or slightly lower low, and then you spring back above 1420 or whatever. Same on the RSI, you get the divergence, and then it makes sense to be like, hey, it's worth a shot. And at the same time, when there's an edge, it's at an area that is easy to manage your risk, right? So easy to know where the stop loss would be, like we're just somewhere below this support, you know, depending on how tight you are, and then probably a target of $2,000 if it was to double bottom. And that's a dragon, double bottom, whatever you want to call it, XABC, and then it could work on D. So again, showing you things that we look for so we can take longs, because right now there's nothing that I can see that makes sense for anyone to be making a rational long at this level. Okay. And so that would be like for a swing trade, like 4 hour, right? Swing trade, it runs up 70%, it sells off again, it goes to lower lows, it goes into a correction, right? You don't really know, but
Sorry I couldn't meet the full minimum, but yesterday bankrupted me.
Oh my God, dude.
Update on $CLOV.
Wow, Luke's wallet. Luke Reeves. Thanks for the 20, dude. Yeah, yesterday was legendary, man. That was definitely one that will go down in the history books. Had a tip war. that pretty much went nuclear. As nuclear as it can get. All right, thank you, dude. Yeah, we'll look at CLOV. Everything, man, just wrecked today. All right, that now something happened, something different. Litecoin at one point was up like 10% earlier, and it's pulled back with Bitcoin selling off. Go figure. But kind of interesting to see it up, and it's in safe territory above 172 to 179. That zone is incredibly important. You're above it. All right, Bitcoin's below critical areas. Ethereum's below critical areas, kind of. Litecoin's above it. What's up, Michael Parker, man? To remember Gavin. Gavin in the chat. Gavin, I wonder if he's here today. He's probably lurking from the shadows. Thanks again, Gavin, man. Seriously, it's freaking nuts. So, again, you'd be looking for the same thing. You really do, right here, have hidden bearish divergence now. Gross, man. Right? The classic triple MACD bearish divergence is now developing the hidden bearish divergence, right? What's hidden bearish divergence? Where you make a high on price, a much lower high on price, with much higher levels on the oscillator. That's impending price action, continuation to the downside being implied. So you could still sell off, especially Bitcoin does. But anything above 173 is strong, is very good. All right, that's all I can say. And now here's the daily on Litecoin. The daily on Litecoin, very strong in terms of it, that parabolic trend line, right? Just went down to test it, and now it's above critical areas. And if it holds out long enough, that 173, 179 area, 228 will be the next target eventually. You know, barring acts of Bitcoin, where I don't know how at all Litecoin really runs if Bitcoin just keeps selling off. Okay, you know, the argument at any point when Litecoin actually really starts pivoting, the argument for hidden bullish divergence would become apparent here, right? Look, you've already got one low, and then you've got the higher low, and all you got to do is start losing that negative momentum, and then you'll be able to say it, right? It's developing hidden bullish divergence, continuation to the upside, not downside. So you might have an edge soon on the daily for Litecoin if things can turn around or stay turned around here. All right. So let's dive into what is causing, you know, what you want to see. You want to be informed of the volatility index, the VIX, up 35. Oh, it's 28.9. Sorry. You know, anything above 40, very bad. So it's just rallied like crazy again. It hit 31.2. I guess that's a resistance of some sort from history, but 35.3% up today. Not good. Okay, and you know, it could just subside tomorrow if things get back to normal. Money printer go burr like it has been doing the past year. So you look at that, and then you look at the U.S. 10-year yields. This is what I was talking about. Extremely significant development that has occurred today and only today.
LTC is looking ready to be launched. I hope BTC will go too. No double bottom, I know, deep retrace, but I have this gut feeling. Also SXP.
What's up, Peter, man? Hey, dude, again, like, if there's nothing implying really on Bitcoin downside or upside, right? And just besides the bearish consolidation, like this, the price action of the impulse down and then the slightly upsloping consolidation, right? That's like it. That normally it's like down next, and it doesn't hit a target of a measured move. It would go down, hit the same low as it hit, like 45k, 44k. So right, I mean, no edge for longs. So there's no edge for longs in a bullish trend. Just waiting for good things to happen. So that's what's going on, right? This is the highest level the U.S. 10-year yields is seen since February 18th, so it's been over a year technically. But really, the main thing is look at this low, this ice line from 2012, this ice line from 2016. You're above that now today for the first time. So if you want to see really the trend here, it's pretty amazing. Look at that. I think it's beautiful, isn't it? Extend this out. It's beautiful. All right. So that's just people being scared, man. People thinking, again, overbought equities. So people are putting money into bonds, right? All right. So let's look at real quick. We're looking at the VIX. We're looking at yields. We look at hedges against inflation, right? Maybe not, you know. Gold's still correction. And man, I'll tell you, things were looking real good. And maybe you're getting shorting of the thrust or something, but that's a pretty nasty candle on yesterday, or it's technically today. Divergence is still there. You're still safe above 1750, 1740. And you could still be potentially double bottoming here. So it's not over yet. Gold's not dead. Gold's not in trouble quite yet until you fall below that area, I think. So, and it still looks okay. But if people are scared and they're just going to cash or bonds or something, I don't tell you, man. It was down like 2% yesterday. So no technical damage done quite yet. You always want to be above 1800, 1900. And always above 1750, which you are right now. So no positive momentum on gold since January 8th, over a month. Silver, disappointing. Still safe though. It's still like no technical damage is done on it, right? It's still broken the supply line. Still well above $26, which is the big one, right? $26. Anything above that's bullish. And my God, bonus points if you're above the supply line. As you can see, downsloping resistance is now support multiple days in a row. So again, if this holds long enough, $31 is the target, okay? Silver's fine. Now, we want... Hey, dude. Anyone remember this? Anyone at all remember? I'm in love with the cocoa. The cocoa futures. The Garley is continuing to play out, gap filled, and soon to be breaking what seems like a minor resistance nearing C. You break C, you're going to A, you're going to 2800, all right? So very, very nice here. An uptrend's been going on for multiple years, technically. Uptrend isn't higher lows, not really higher highs. Same high. Kind of reminds me of the Japanese yen, right? I mean, isn't very similar? So just commodities, man. Wherever you go, it's up 2% today, 2.15%, and could keep climbing. I mean, commodities are doing well, man. Sugar, good God, dude. Sugar been going nuts. It's finally pulled back some. Look at this, dude. Sugar Moon Boy in the chat. Diabetes in the chat. Hit the 1272 fib extension, 17.26. I'm sorry, 17.624 cents up here, and that's exactly where a reversal of some sort could happen. I mean, especially the fact that you got a high and then a higher low. You got bearish divergence on sugar now. Look on both oscillators, and Selloff really hasn't been too bad yet. We can look at all these commodities, man. Soybeans, sugar, cocoa, coffee futures, probably pineapple, lumber futures, man. That's inflation, man. You would think, while they're up so much. All right, man. So you're just kind of trying to get a look of what's happening around the markets. We got to look at now, of course, the S&P 500, right? That big bearish engulfing candle today. Well, you can't even call it. It's close enough to being an engulfing candle. It actually opened lower than the close yesterday, so it didn't completely cover, but that's close enough to what you would consider bearish engulfing. And common retraces, which, hey man, money printer could just start turning on tomorrow like it did back in beginning of the month. I have no idea how all that stuff's affecting the insane inflation of this market, right? It's just wild, man. So you think from the low to high, well, let's adjust this high now. We got a new high, because that was the 1618. Remember, that was the PCZ of the bearish deep crab, but then it went one more leg up, and then that's kind of, Scott Carney talking about, that's kind of like the what he calls the reversal high, or the reversal point. You got the reaction high and then the reversal high. So if that was the top, and you were just to make a common retrace between 34.93 and 36.68, I guess it all depends on the money printer, dude. I don't know. Like, it hasn't even, literally, from that low to high, it hasn't even made a 23% retrace yet, which is at 37.74. So definitely seems like there's more downside. It's not oversold. It's right at 46, and negative almost building. The conditions are fine. If market participants wanted to push this thing down, they very well could, and it wouldn't be weird. Okay, I'm just talking about this. You know, it hit the PCZ, did reverse, but then it went a little bit higher, you know, and 1618 right here, like perfect almost. All right, 1618 dumped, rallied one more time at the second high, and is now going. So this still could be valid in its own right. Okay. All right, man. Hold on. So futures out the gate down, you know, a little bit. You know, Nasdaq's down 0.18%, S&P mini futures down 0.08%, Dow Jones down 0.12%. All those gains, all that nice rally we had, all-time highs on the Dow Jones futures, all gone now, right? Right, actually lower than you were, you know, this morning. That was yesterday, that run yesterday. Yep, the whole run is given back. Gross. But that's what happens, volatility, right? Chop up and down, lots of up and down. Remember, the volatility index is forward thinking, though, for the next 30 days. That's what it's trying to imply. Let's see, what was it? Give me a sec, dude. You want to see something that could be quite startling? It could be. If we look at the NASDAQ index, right? NDX. Kind of like if you anchor from March of 2020, the nadir level of the COVID crash, and you anchor from the low from November 3rd, and you look up here and you see what happened today. For the first time ever, the NASDAQ has broken that demand line. Okay, so you think that if it broke the demand line, and remember, we always wait for the follow through price action after breakout, because just because a breakout happens, the daily confirmation close today, doesn't mean it's going to dump immediately. But that's kind of the beginning. That's how it starts. But you do have to be, it would be prudent to wait to see, because you know, what if money printer somehow goes bird and just engulfs tomorrow and gets back in the channel? All right. So you think the target will be 12,304 if this breakout's actually real. All right. NASDAQ tech getting hit really hard, man. My God. Talking about Nvidia, worst loser today, down 8.22% with an earnings beat yesterday after the close. Didn't matter. Tesla down 8%, second worst loser today. Then Boeing and Raytheon and Texas Instruments and PayPal, Intel, GM, you know, Ford, Salesforce. So many assets got hit. I mean, talking commercial real estate, tech, automobiles, right? Defense, energy, you name it, dude. You name it. They're down. Again, only 8 gainers today, with Next Era Energy being the top gainer, up not even 1% as the top gainer on the S&P today. Very weak. Awful day. All right, NASDAQ down 3.56%. You don't really see that very often, do you, until volatility picks up. I mean, that's normally when it dumps like this. So I'll just tell you, I'll just remind you real quick. This is bad. All right, this is like, of course, money printer, but This is the same narrative we've had. It's bearish. It's not good. Like the parabolic trend line, you got triple RSI, weekly bearish divergence, and then you just have MACD bearish divergence that is now going red, going negative, okay, for the first time since November 23rd. So you gapped down today. You broke the demand line as you just saw. But look at this. Remember this parabolic trend we've been in since, the crash. You double bottomed here, the tech bubble and the global financial crisis 2008. But you just look at it like this, man, which is perfect. That's exactly how we found the bottom on the Qs. Look at the downside potential, and it's still in a parabolic run. You have to understand that even if it gets obliterated, it could come down to less than $10,000 to test this curved parabolic trend line, and it would still be okay. So this one is just like, hey man, can you really be that surprised if the tech sells off, if the NASDAQ gets wrecked? Could just be the beginning. Triple divergence, like the rule of three. I don't know, man. It's risky. It's high premium, no value at all. So that's kind of, man, we just did a little rundown of the markets, right? Crypto, bonds, bond yields or whatever. Volatility, right? Checking that and looking at commodities, looking at precious metals, now looking at index funds in the stock market. All right, dude. What more could you ask for? I mean, technically, yeah, divergence. Not really on the daily. I mean, it was there locally. It's Patreon night tonight. Imagine about 5 people will show up because Bitcoin dumped. All right, dude. We got some sort of demand line broken on NASDAQ today for the first time, it seems. We can do the 2 requests or something. All right, we can take a look at if it's on TradingView, Muse. Oh, it's a wrapped ether, huh? I think that's probably what you want. Wow, up 118.62% today. Good God, bullish engulfing candle, highest volume of all time. Wow, we've seen this before, haven't we? We looked at it at least once. Yeah, dude, man, it just, I guess, and then range bound, and look what happened. It broke out and then broke out again. It was up 200% probably at some point today, I guess, before Bitcoin started selling off. You're overbought again on the 4 hour for the first time since like February 17th, which is not long ago. So, yep, thank Bitcoin for it not being up 200+% today. Crazy to see a couple S coins in the green today with KNC. Litecoin is about to go red. Engine's up 12.7%, and Cardano's up 4%. I think there was something about one fund was going to sell off almost $1 billion worth of Bitcoin and put that money into Polkadot and Cardano. Someone could back me up on that source. Read about it. So we got less than 20 minutes until your daily candle close for crypto. And you're very weak right now. The selling is there. You were unable to recapture the demand line of that uptrend you had been in since I think around Christmas Eve. You're below that clearly now. Negative Momo's building on the daily. It's just not great, man. Looks like there's more fuel to lower prices. Because if you're not exhausted, then it's like, okay, it's free reign to keep going, to keep selling on. All right, there's your Muse. There's not much to look at besides you are trying to get, we'll see here on the daily. Again, all right, so you're less than 19 minutes away from the highest candle close of all time that would surpass the February 16th high that was at 2.8 cents. That's it. I don't really know much beyond that. I mean, unless maybe news-driven catalyst or something. Some of these really micro S coins, yeah, they'll do this. They'll be uncorrelated to Bitcoin. It's so small a market cap that market participants are able to push this higher, and there aren't enough bots tied up to it in Bitcoin. So, you know, like you see Litecoin or normally like Ethereum, it sells off hard with Bitcoin, you know, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash. They're just tied up, lots of bots. That's it, man. I wish, more to talk about besides insanity. Muse. Thanks again, Anthony, man. Travis, you want me to, literally his request is to look at Bitcoin on lower time frames on Bitcoin and do examples of harmonics. I mean, that's fair. I mean, we can do it. You know, I can look at it for you. I mean, that's... So, all right. If you want, like, again, this 60 minutes, so this probably doesn't mean crap. But I'm just, again, fulfilling your request. Talking about, like, 50% retrace, a higher high, that's a cipher. Potential cipher, pattern completion zone of the cipher is at the 786 right here. There's your potential PCZ, or price reversal zone, at 46,337. But there's no support, really. I don't know, there's a little bit of support on the 60 minute looking left, but you're probably, I mean, that's, look where the pattern completion zone is, right at this low point from February 12th, this low point February 13th, and a low point from February 15th. So, I don't know, maybe. But you're thinking, hey, man, a leg down, lower, maybe back testing 42K, which was at one time an all-time high. So we're at session lows right now, lowest low of the entire day, lowest lows since a couple days ago when we hit a price of 44,863. And you're about to test some low from, I guess it was the 4 hour. I mean, there's a lot of chop here, so at least that, you know, you chop around here, you keep chopping around here. The longer you hold, hey, in time, eventually, you'll just have all this data. Then they can all act as support resistance. So if you ever get back above them, they can act as really strong supports in the future, right? So just keep it up in this range. Keep making candles so it's not a straight line up down. And unfortunately, it kind of looks like that on the daily. It is like that on the daily. Okay, so there you go. You asked. You said literally do some examples of harmonics. Well, here's one example, but it's 60 minute. It's not going to have any help with the 4 hour daily at this level. So that's beautiful, though. Like a 1414 confluent with a 786 of a cipher. Bullish cipher. Potential. 60 minute. Okay. If you want to look at another harmonic, sure. We could mess around here if you want, man. No, that's not one. Oh, here's a perfect example of a harmonic on the 60 minute, all right? XA. It's a bat, bearish bat pattern. Right there. That's an example of a harmonic that, look what it did. It ushered in more selling to 30K, and then you double bottom there, and then everything reversed. Okay, there you have it, man. Travis, thanks for the 20. We can move on. Well, I mean, I don't really want to move on quite yet. I want to Bitcoin is selling off, right? So we got a live price action stream. Unfortunately, we've been used to the live price action streams that are up. This is down, and look at you here, man. I mean, just testing and failing to break 50K, and you're below the demand line. So as you can see, pathetic attempts by the bulls, unironically saying that. As you can see, the momentum's already going red again. Hope y'all are doing okay. Again, happy Thursday. Thanks for the 1,800 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, the like button, the bell, that sub. We've got about 350 likes now, so that's, can probably get more than that, maybe. I don't want to speculate. So one thing we didn't look at on Bitcoin before we get to the next request is let's look at the Bitcoin Volatility Index, the BVOL, BVOL, and you can see this is showing some interesting stuff too. Volatility is spiking. It's down 0.98% today, but as you can see, very elevated at the top end of the range that it's been in. I mean, this is created, January 2017. This is BitMEX. So you're just above this high point from December 2018. You're right at that high from July 2019. And if it stays like this long enough, you'll probably run up to 147.41 here, which just means more volatility. But we knew, like, if this history was going to repeat itself on this chart, we knew at these levels volatility would be on the rise eventually, and it has. Okay, Bitcoin, $47,299. Hey, it's Gavin, man. How am I? Hey, I've had better days. And I think I'm speaking for everyone in the chat when I say that. How's your day going, Gavin? Chat, he's here.
Hello.
The legend. The overnight legend somehow. Wow. So that's, Gavin, we're just looking at BVOL, Bitcoin's volatility, and it could be on the rise some more. And again, Bitcoin's down almost 5%. You got a lot of altcoins down 5 to 10+%. You know, Link's down 11.3% gross.
RKT, much appreciated.
What's up, Cripstopferson? Thank you so much for the 20. We can look at RKT. Yes, we can. Wasn't there news or something that happened? If you're down 147%, that means leverage. I don't know, man. Using leverage, dude. When there's no edge, when you're at 58K, 55K, look, man, I mean, that's like, oh, more room to run to the downside. So, again, the session lows right now. There's less than 12 minutes to go to the daily close, and it will be, if this stays the same, a bearish engulfing candle, and just be prepared, you know, tomorrow, or like, Asia's waking up, man, so just be prepared. If we get immediate selling after this engulfing candle's painted, don't be surprised, man. Dude, it's Gavin, man! Oh my god! Oh man, Jesus chimes, dude.
Bruh.
Feels good.
Gavin Crown tipped $200. Can you analyze Bitcoin, please? That's all
Eh.
I'm here for now.
Dude, Bitcoin's a thing of the past, alright?
Education question.
Don't worry about Bitcoin,
Is
man.
exhaustion
There's this
gap
new
always
thing coming
followed
out.
by reversal? Or is a gap confirmed as an exhaustion by a closing price below the lower boundary of the gap? Thanks.
Hold on, let me reread that. As Bitcoin is now falling to, again, its lowest level once more. Ursula! Dude.
Too much. It's beautiful. It's not the one we about.
Wow.
Come and Ursula tipped $200.
Wow. Alright, only because you requested it. Holy crap. Sorry, dude.
Also, Flippin' Mitch.
Every time. It's like literally a broken record. Heads every time. Except if it's for Brad, it lands on tails now. So you know it's like rigged. The coin is literally rigged. There's no outrage from anyone in the chat about this stupid coin that always lands on heads now. Never. But everyone's always complaining about when it lands on tails. Unbelievable. There was no edge on the coin ever, alright? Unless somehow Probes had someone sneak into this house to wait it for me. Dude, are you kidding me? 2 days in a row of insanity. Is anyone seeing this? Bitcoin session lows, less than 10 minutes, dude. Oh my goodness.
Gavin Crown tipped $500.
Good God.
Ursula, $1,000 or you can back off. This is my territory now, buddy.
Ho 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 ho! Probes getting straight up challenged as Bitcoin is about to break 47,000. Oof. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if Probes is gonna. I don't know, dude. So, Ethereum's down 10% right now. Over 10%. Litecoin's now in the red. Bitcoin's at its lowest level of the day again. It's like almost every 30 seconds to a minute we keep making session lows. Gross. You're now at you're lower than your lowest wick yesterday. So again, 48 hours of testing 50,000 and regarding it as resistance. Almost like a form of confirmation a little bit. The psychological, hey man, you can't do it. You can't do it again, time to engulf. All right. So futures 47,155. Actually, right around the same price as spot. I could imagine with the volatility, man, the ups and downs. This is crazy volatility on Bitcoin, man. I mean, you got $1,000 swings in 3 minutes sometimes now. Have you not noticed that? I mean, that's a lot of money, and the percentage is changing too. Is kind of crazy. I mean, it's actually Bitcoin being pretty volatile lately. But eventually, man, right? Eventually, it'll pivot. It'll catch bids. Just remember, how much money is MicroStrategy down right now? Well, I know, I understand. They bought lower. We all know that, okay? So you're not telling us anything new. I'm just talking about on their most recent transaction, their purchase of Bitcoin at like $52,000, a little over $1 billion. And remember, this purchase a couple days ago at 52K plus was the single second largest transaction of Bitcoin ever, or the public one, all right? Square taking on chin a little bit too. So, but remember, they have like 5-year plus outlooks. They understand what'll probably happen is you'll sell off. Hey, you could go to 40K, 35K. And the real interesting thing is going to be this candle. Will Bitcoin selling be able to push the price lower than this impulse candle? Because you remember, this was the news-driven catalyst of Tesla acquiring $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin down here. I think this was Tesla. Tesla created this engulfing candle with their bid. You know, it was that third time. It was like, oh my God, is there distribution with a buy wall here? And they announced when it got to 40K that they had purchased down here. And that's what drove it up. So it really will be interesting to see if the sellers can capture prices lower than this, because they haven't yet at all. I mean, like, not with any kind of candle close or anything, okay? So it's just interesting to see. So far, you're only around a 40% retrace. Yeah, 382. You're just, look, oh my God, 4 different times now you're testing this 38% retrace, which is the beginning of the golden zone, which, you know, golden zone, that just means when an asset retraces from its previous low to high, it commonly retraces between a 38% retrace and a 62% retrace. So this is the zone. It looks like if this engulfs in less than 6 minutes, the next target would at least be 43,370 or 43,550. Sorry, looking at it right here. After that, that makes sense too, right? The golden retrace is almost literally confluent with the previous all-time high from January 8th right there. So that could be X marks the spot if you show 4-hour bullish divergence down there or something. And really, if you never get there, that would be testament to how bullish this actually is. But again, it's looking like it could be setting up to run down to at least test 50% retrace. Okay. Hey, it's Scott Carney, man.
Bruh.
What's up, dude? We did a little 60-minute harmonic stuff. I don't know. Someone requested it. It was interesting. So all is, you know, I can't say all is well, but this is not uncommon. Okay, please understand what Bitcoin's doing right now is not weird. It's not abnormal. It's not tremendous amounts of technical damage being done. It's all over. It's none of that. It's just an everyday occurrence that happens across all markets for 100 plus years. Okay. Common retraces so far. Scott Carney says 37.5. 37.5. It's kind of in the middle between the 786, 618. I don't even really, I mean, maybe, what about this peak right here? I mean, that could be it, maybe. You know, maybe just like your lower risk areas. Oops. Right here. That could be the, right, 618. Critical support resistance. Multiple ones. And you could show divergence eventually down there. Technology, man! To what?
Message technology number 0001 on Discord to see my pitch for the new Mitch Gay logo. Less than 3.
I don't understand technology. Thanks for the 50, dude. Wow, you hear that? Ursula? I think I just got insulted by technology. Will my honor be defended? Or will technology continue his whatever? I don't even know, man, where I'm going with this. Okay. Oh, target 2, the crab. It's the crab. Are you talking about what time scale crab, man? What time scale? I don't know, man. Somewhere there's a crab. Maybe it's on your tweeter. Also S&P. Well, that's NASDAQ. I don't know. Oh, Ethereum crab. Gotcha. Yeah, Ethereum had a crab by the looks of it. All right, Bitcoin 46,791 and falling. Lowest levels we've seen today. In the past couple of days, we have less than 2 minutes now. Look on the 8s. So very, very weak close with Asia waking up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just can't be surprised if you get immediate fall through price action after this close. Right? So we're running out of the clock waiting for the, right? The daily close, man. It's for Jesus chimes. And here it is. This is where we're here. Plenty of downside potential according to the daily oscillators. Yeah, eventually, man. I mean, you're gonna get a haircut. I mean, yeah, it's just natural to get haircuts, to pull back, to reverse and consolidate for a while. And a lot of people get impatient. They leave the market. They're looking for greener pastures, and normally right around the time they start leaving, that's when the edge starts developing, and that's when it starts pivoting and it starts rallying, and then those quitters come back and they start chasing again. And it's a cycle that has gone on since the beginning of crypto, pretty much. Well, Gavin, man, it looks like, you know, Gavin, that Ursula's a legend. He is, he's like one of the Bogdanahs of this group, you know, part of the Goffon Face Foundation. All right, chat, a new day has been born. Not very holy Jesus chimes, but it's real. Bearish engulfing candle confirmed. After testing and failing any kind of close above 50K, 48 hours, two days in a row. So that is not a Marabazoo. Marabazoo requires 0 wicks. So I see a literal wick on both sides. Can't be a Marabazoo. Just a bearish engulfing candle. That's all it is. So far, man, I remember, like, from the previous discernible swing low on the daily, it is only a 40% retrace so far, which is moderate, mild. We got, just paying attention to this, man, because it's like, okay, yeah, immediately out the gate, sold off. Down 0.5%, $252, and falling. And you just can't be surprised if we keep sliding now. A bearish engulfing candle on the daily that is 2 days in a row failed to reclaim 50K and is not bullish. I mean, like maybe in Rudy Poo world, and yeah, it can go up because anything's possible in these markets, but sorry, man. Bearish engulfing candles are forms of confirmation in certain ways, and in this context, looks like a kind of a form of confirmation, but whatever. Up and down, man. Up and down. So was there another request? I think there was.
MicroStrategy bought 19,000 BTC at an average cost of $52,000 last week. They don't care about these sell-offs.
Nor does Square, right? No. But again, $1 billion compared to the market cap is kind of nothing, right? F2 pool, easy. Could just remember, what is it talked about, Mark Douglas? All it takes is one market participant and then another market participant, and that other market participant can cancel out the other. So Michael Saylor buys $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, and then this other hedge fund sells $1 billion to acquire Polkadot and Cardano, and then you got F2 Pool selling off their Bitcoins at the same time. That's not just negating Michael Saylor from the equation. That is negative, right, for his situation. So yeah, not going to care because his outlook's so far out, right? I mean, their strategy is to become like the de facto, you know, Bitcoin. Eventually, they want to maybe an ETF or something. I don't know. They're custodian of Bitcoin. It's not just Litecoin that's dumping, man. It's everything. And we can look at futures selling off. Bottom right, currently at 46,925, which is actually higher than Bitcoin spot right now at 46,600 at its lowest low of the day. And the day just started 3 minutes ago. Goodness. Well, long's getting liquidated. That's been going on. So, I mean, all right, so we can get back to these requests, I guess. All right, unless you Ethereum, we can look at Ethereum. But again, bearish engulfing candle broke the demand line for real. And I mean, you're thinking 1386 to 1420 is going to get tested again eventually, and hopefully that can hold. Because that's a big deal, man. Right? Look left. Look at that, man. That's everything, man. That is everything for Ethereum, okay? Fortunately, hey, people complained about Ethereum, you know, between early January and early February before the breakout of all-time highs occurred. You can't be complaining now because all that, if it acts as support, that's a stronger support. Imagine just going, you know, breaking through 1420 like nothing without all this month of consolidation. Then it could easily just snap right back below it. Easy, because there's very little support built there. But now you were onto something. Good. So the probability is probably a little higher that this would hold now because of that. You understand what I'm saying? And then we look at Litecoin again, which is, yeah, again, above its parabolic trend line. Held. That's it. What's up, Barlow? Vlad, thanks for the 5. Super chat. Been live for 1 hour now, so if you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, the bell, that sub. Wish we were here on better circumstances, but it doesn't matter what circumstances are going on. I'm here pretty much daily. Thanks for the 2,416 people here. Only 562 likes. Wow. I guess I'm not doing well today, right? That normally is what it means, right? And dude, holy crap. We are getting closer and closer. Let's see. Okay, we're about 600 YouTube subscribers away from 50,000. We're going to have a big special 50,000 YouTube sub stream. Don't know what it's going to be. why call me that though? You know, like,
Hey man,
am I not?
Mr. said you're very offended by me calling you Mitch Gay. I apologize, Mr. Ray. I will contemplate deciding not to call you Mitch Gay. Get better at finding top donors that smile.
I don't know, man. Normally when you tip, you're doing that out of you know, you like me and you would say nice things, you know. So I don't know, man. Right? It's just about why. Like, what's the why of calling me that? I don't know, man. Thank you, dude. I mean, you can't think I'm not grateful. It's just, you know, I don't see the reasoning behind calling me that, but thanks, dude. Simple TA, man. I'm just, you know, trying to help people learn this stuff and cover the markets, you know. We can all be in good fun, you know. What is it? They didn't wait for a Bitcoin correction for, if they know the Bitcoin has big corrections, Barla. Again, their outlook is so high, they don't really care. And they did wait for a correction of some sort. Let's be real here. What did they do? $8,000 down from all-time highs? They waited for something before they pulled the trigger. Right, from all-time highs to when they bought, I don't know, it's really not. A 10%, 11% pullback is what they bought on. And so it's doubly down. I guess, yeah. I mean, if we use that term, sure.
Gay equals happy. Mitch Gay equals Mitch happy. By donating, I am trying to make you happy. That is my only goal, Mr. Ray.
Brad, he's kind of got a point. I mean, that is the definitive term of what gay means. Now, I mean, you know, connotatively speaking, it's, right? It could be something else.
7.5 off the measured move on the 4 hours bear flag.
Thank you, dude. Regardless of the 50.
Moonboy's scared. Real trade is still finding its race.
Moonboy's scared? Oh, of course. Yeah, Moonboys are scared. Yeah, because they all bought at like 55 plus or something, which is absurd to me. Like, I was happy when Bitcoin was at 11K. Like, I was grateful. I was like, this is it, man. If we stay at this level, I'm good. 11K, chat. But now here we're somehow at like 47K, man. So that's great. God. What's up, Gavin, man? Thanks for the friggin' 500. Yeah, we're looking at Bitcoin right now, man. Hitting that 382.
$500. Yo, Mr. Gay, can you analyze BTC though?
You could call me Mr. Happy. You should try that. Let's try it. Mr. Happy. It rolls off the tongue too, right? We'll see if it how the TTS says it, right? Mr. Happy. I'd like to, you know, we could hear the how it works. Wow. Thank you, dude. So yeah, up and down. It's gonna happen all day. Up and down, man. Remember at one point yesterday, Bitcoin was at 52,142, and then it closed or it ended the day, or got to a low point of 46,658. So, okay, you're showing a little green now. You can buy, you can sell. Ooh, dang, he Belushi'd me.
$25. Hi, Mr. Happy. Mitch Happy? Mitch Gay? Mitch Ray? What sounds best? A TTS.
Mitch Happy sounds good. But that makes me sad. You don't understand what you just did, okay, Gavin, if you're newer here. So, you just randomly somehow hit the Belushi, which there's literally a 6% chance of that hitting on a $25 contribution, and you just hit it, and that's like a chug. I now owe a chug of a beer or whiskey or a shot of whiskey or something. So, unbelievable, dude. How did you do that on the first one? I guess they broke it or something. So, landed on heads and a Belushi. Ursula. Unbelievable. Thanks, dude. Well, I guess the Patreon night's going to be lit tonight, okay? That's for real. So, nothing really happening right now. You're selling off, you're rallying, you're going to go up, you're going to go down. Remember, Bitcoin's price fluctuated 11%. 11% yesterday. So that's always plausible. What happens again? Volatility is up on Bitcoin. It's up on stocks, man. It's up across markets. Thank you, B-dubs, for the 10. Cheers.
Mr. Rappy.
Script Skynet, thanks for the 499. Yeah, Mr. Rappy. Yeah. Doesn't really ring a bell with me. I like Mr. Happy. It's good.
Them nefarious markets are being nefarious.
Is that a joint?
Need to relax those knuckles for that rasping we are taking to 39 to 40k. At the slap in the rear of peeps to 1,300. Hard lessons to learn, new traders. Patience will survive the blood in the streets. Kapow.
Yep. For sure. Thank you, Nefaris. We'll put... Yeah, dude. I mean, without an edge, you're gambling. There's no edge. If it goes up and rallies to 48.7 plus and then sells off again, man, you're taking a long on nothing, really. No reason. But hey, man, if people want to gamble, they can gamble all they want. I think we could be happy Crown and Mitch Happy. That would be the best. Gavin Crown, he is proclaimed. But no, I don't like that. I don't think it rings well. I think Gavin Happy rings a lot better, man. Just say it. That's right, Matt Damon. I don't know, man. I don't really see it. The Matt Damon. Morgan Page, Matt Damon. Who are the other people? Right, there were like a couple more. People like, you look like that guy, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Luke's wallet. Thanks for the... Yeah, I see that. Yeah, no, I know you did. But we had some price action going on, right? You know, we got to go there. I think the first one, though, before that... Yep, before CLOV was the other one, Tanzanian Gold Connect. Which is, wow. I don't know, man. Flat. Really flat. Dang, man. Like, where was the high here? Kind of a peak there. And maybe a peak here. Yeah, consolidation, a swing high. So, yeah, lots of higher lows, lots of accumulation going on. And look at that spike. Good God, 191, and now it's at 70 cents, sub 1.63 after hours. This looks really good, man, right? I mean, you got to love how it's making these consecutive higher lows. And now look where it's at, 67.39 cents, right? That peak. Very, very good. Hold that long enough. Really good things can happen. Or eventually it could run up to 134 again. Or at least one of these peaks, right, from July of 2019 or July of 2020. Hey, July's coming up. Maybe it'll be another July period. But really, you can see how it all started, kind of, right? Look at this. I mean, you could see a harmonic. Am I crazy here? I mean, maybe it's not perfect or it's off or something. Oh, that's a little too high there. You can't. It's kind of nothing. But maybe it could be a bat or something. But yeah, this wasn't really a harmonic. Nope, because it didn't even go 786. So it made a 65% retrace from this previous low to high, hitting that and just definitely rounded out. And anything above 60. So it means, like, you know, it's kind of easy to manage your risk here, though there isn't really any kind of edge on the oscillators. So it's maybe hidden divergence at some point.
I love you. Surely my tips gave you a clue. Will you marry me? Love from Gavin.
Is that a joint?
Gavin, I just met you. But I appreciate the support. Let's keep getting to know each other, I guess, on stream. I don't know what to say to that, man. But let there be no doubt, I am just saying heterosexual. Let's open that up. Let's just say that, all right? Put me on the spot here, but all right. So above 67 cents is bullish, is good. Anything below it could be in trouble, you know, based on historical context of price action between 25 cents and 68 cents. Okay. So hold that, and yeah, 109 would be a target. So let's see what happens after the engulfing candle.
Oh my god. Is that a joint?
Probably can't because of stock, right?
I mean, it's legal, right?
It's always legal.
Wow. Wow. Hello?
Lol, you think Gavin Crown would donate $4.20? Does not mean Mr. Gay. Well, gave it less than 3.
Wow, dude. Get wrecked, fake Gavin Crown. So now we already have Gavin Crown impersonators. Chat. Shaking things up a notch, right? Bam. I had maybe some suspicion, but now let there be no doubt, you just tipped the 420, the largest emoji ball that exists, and it bounced out of the jar already because it's full.
Adorable when you blush.
I wasn't blushing. Miss Beth, thanks for the 5 super chat though, appreciate it. Let's go to Luke's wallet. Okay. Good God. Hey, I'll tell you one thing. Gavin's turning this into half of a comedy, which is good. Half a comedy. Look at this. Terrible, man. Terrible, right? Just wrecked macro. How can you hold when it's down like 8% total, 6%, and then 9% afterwards? Terrible, man. Like, it's at all-time lows now. So, just get wrecked, CLOV. You're at the PCZ. And the problem maybe was there wasn't much divergence there, right? So you didn't really show very strong indicators on the oscillators, right? So it's kind of dead. Yeah, this is dead. Bearish engulfing candle to give you all-time lows today. Not even oversold, man. These markets suck now. Like, and it's seriously this. It's like,
and then just like that,
market started sucking really bad. Things started getting really froggy.
Of taxing unrealized capital gains through a mark-to-market mechanism to boost revenues. Treating Bitcoin hodlers.
Probably everything. It's like people are trying to escape inflation and the money printing, and they're like, oh no, you're not gonna escape. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it's everyone. It's trying to, anyone who participates in the market. It's theft. What they're trying to do is literally thievery. That's what that is. There's no justification behind it. It's greed from them. It's them. They've ruined the system, and now they're trying to steal more money from the people that make up the system, right? The populace. So, nah, dude, that's absurd. That's crazy. I mean, because they know it's like they're US dollar. No one wants to sit cash. They're negative rates and then unrealized P&L taxes. This is what happens. I mean, dude, when you talking about politics, I'm not gonna do it. And then as we're talking, stock futures sliding, starting to get pretty bad, man. All right, dude, I'm telling you, you do not want a bad day tomorrow. If we get a bad day tomorrow with volatility continuing to rise, we could see a Black Monday. We could definitely see a terrible Monday if we get some fall through price action tomorrow. Do you understand? You don't want to see it. So you're praying for some sort of money printer burr positive bullish day tomorrow. Whew.
Did you see SEC announced today they are investigating Elon for his Doge tweets? Guess he triggered the SEC again.
Yep, that's gonna happen, man. Dude, government needs money. They're addicted to printing money. Maybe that's why commodities are going up. Just go buy cotton, dude. Go buy coffee and soybeans, dude. And just stock them in your basement. I guess that's the only thing appreciating in value right now. So Clovis is dead, man. Pretty much. I mean, hey, you know what? It won't be dead if it ever gets back above 1030, right? Now what you're looking for, if you got a dead harmonic, you got to say, all right, let's wait for 1030 and back test it and hold it as support. Then it's good. It's still XABCD, but it's not your formal harmonic at all now. Timothy, thanks for the Canadian super chat. I didn't know y'all had Canadians, or I didn't know y'all had quarterbacks in Canada, dude. Thank you.
Mitch, I have sent Gavin to bed. He is a very naughty boy and has a big day in 8th grade tomorrow. Turning you off now. Sorry, bro.
Gavin Crown's mom, thanks so much for the 690 contribution, dude. Well, ma'am, madam, Mrs. Thank you. Well, tell Gavin we're gonna miss him, and if he's really truly in bed, hey, it happens, right? Everyone has to get sleep, proper REM cycle, all right? You need to make sure you get good sleep. It can affect a lot of stuff. All right. I think there are a couple more requests, maybe. Let's see. Why am I not wearing glasses today, Julian? I'm not wearing glasses today because I have contacts. The first day, I don't know, I just wore them because I just got them. And then yesterday I was like, I'll just do it again. And just so happens the second live stream of my entire 10-year live streaming for 3 years happened to be a tip war, so.
Lowell, keep fanning my fans.
Keep fanning your fans, Gavin. Chad, you hear that? You're fanning his fans. Okay. Don't. He says don't antagonize him. Peter just said, Gavin, that is a very low tip. Dude. Oh my God, y'all are trolling hard. All right. I think that was maybe last request.
Sorry to bring up.
Oh no, it's not.
Love your work and I've learned so much from you, bro. Big love.
Harrison, thank you for the 533 Australian super chat. Yeah, I know it's rough, man. It's like there's nothing we can do about it. So all we can do is try to get rich and provide for our families, right? But now they're targeting our family's wealth, our wealth, right? They're just finding ways, just stupid reasons to take money away from us, very unwarranted, and they will, because right, what are we gonna do about it? No one's gonna do anything. Everyone's just gonna like sit there and let them do it. Yeah, we're gonna just tax unrealized gains, dude. Screw you. You're not gonna do anything. Well, come at us. As soon as they're gonna be like, we're just gonna take half your money, and everyone's gonna be like, okay, that's fine. Nothing's gonna stop their greed. Nothing's gonna stop them, dude. Nothing. Can't vote for anyone, obviously. Get them in office. That doesn't work anymore either. So look here, man. Nasdaq down almost 1%. S&P down at its lowest level right now, down 0.5%. Dow Jones 0.46% down, but they're all at their lowest points today. All right. Okay, let's see. Wow, Rocket still looks pretty nuts, man. Rocket's still at a great area. Well, remember, this was a trade setup down here, and it hit the first target, and it was it. It was over. Right, it never broke out of the range. So it went back down the bottom of the range, and it's held, and it kind of bullish hammered there. And as long as above 1858, 1940, it could be a low risk area. But dude, this macro's bad. All right, Gavin, man. Thanks for coming by, dude. Really appreciate all the support, man. Don't be a stranger, dude. You're now you've become like an overnight legend in the community already. So I really appreciate it, man. Just know that. Okay. Thank you. And I mean, I know everyone else in the community thanks you, because it's like you're supporting the stream. This is 100% crowdsourced. There's no affiliate marketing links. There's no ads. I'm playing copyright music, so the viewer has the most optimum experience watching. So thank you, dude. And after hours, Rocket is up 8%. So you this blue line right there, that's exactly where Rocket is. So there was news or something. Not really that big of a gap up. I mean, I don't think it'll turn into any kind of breakaway gap. It could, but just as easy. Tomorrow, things don't look good. It opens like there and just fills the gap and sells off 6+% or something, right? Good earnings. Know what it was? There you go. I'm SPAC, right? I don't think they make money, right? Yeah, I don't think they did. All right, so now we've gotten through the request. see. Make sure I got everything. Oh, J-Mo's asking about exhaustion gaps. Gap will be confirmed when it starts reversing. Yeah, like you get like towards the end of a big bull run, you gap up, a big bull cycle, you gap up on lower volume, high volume, but lower than the initial breakout point, right, with the breakaway gap. And then that's the signature of it. And then yeah, the gap fills and it starts selling off. That could be definitely an exhaustion gap, sure. All right, we have gotten through the request, so thanks everyone for supporting the stream. We've been live now about an hour and a half, and I've got one more live stream to do tonight where I owe chugs. We're going to be drinking alcohol. If you're a new patron, be sure to join us in the voice chat 30 minutes before the live stream, which we do every week. We just shoot the S, talk about the markets, charts, and how bad things are how they are this week.
Just read voting in legislation on the stimulus tomorrow. Additional proposals in the bill would offer household $3,100 in tax savings.
For who though? Like, I mean, probably not for everyone. And where's that money coming from, Travis? I mean, where's the money coming from where they're proposing, right? Where everyone that's on unemployment, they get $400 a week or something, right? This is about to be a UBI. I mean, the administration that's in there now, everyone's just like, let's just go UBI at this point. Everyone be dependent on the government. We're just going to take over. This government's just going to take over eventually. That's what's happening. We're watching it happen. Like the government just grows and keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's not going to ever stop.
/BTC on daily. I asked yesterday, but I may have missed the analysis.
I don't know. I thought we had looked at it. We'll take a gander, right? Thanks, Charizard. Oh yeah, no, we didn't. It was talking about like maybe if we're lucky, we get to a 786 eventually. And my God, you almost got there on the wick last night or in this morning or something, right? I mean, no, maybe not. I mean, I think that eventually you're talking about 4,400, no, 44,521 sats. What's up, Dima?
Is that a joint?
Oh, I don't know about that. I have no clue, right? I don't think many people know, but it is kind of concerning seeing the bonds break above an ice line that go back 2012, 2016. And to see that coincide with the triple RSI or triple MACD bearish divergence on the weekly, on the NASDAQ, the S&P, and there's so much downside, right? If you look at the parabolic trend line. What's up, Joe? Thanks for the 20. Sure. Yeah, it's that Klaus Schwab guy. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what's going on. I mean, I think that's real. Like, all that stuff, it makes sense. Every single slogan on all the countries is Build Back Better. That's not a conspiracy. That's actually real. Build Back Better. What is that? Their society, what they want, okay? What all of them want. Okay, so Bitcoin's selling off, whatever. What was it? Don't know, man. Like, you can get down to that point. I think that would probably continue to sell off. Link's been getting wrecked. That's PCZ. You could have hit it once. Maybe you get it again, but there's no exhaustion, right? Nothing's implying upside yet. So it could be a perfect spot, a perfect area for the harmonic. And even if things get bad, an 886 could be, in the cards too. Even though it's kind of just definitely perfectly Gartley because of the B retrace. All right. Possibly good. Could imply upside time. All right, let's go ahead to Bitcoin there real quick. That's the lowest low of the new day. That has just now tested 47,091 as resistance. And the next target really is like 43,550, right? The 50% retrace from your previous low to high. Yeah, the Nikkei is down 800 points right now. Open down 700 not. I mean, this is... And guess what? As Bitcoin sells off, what else? Look left, or look on this screen. the futures, stock futures, still continue to dump. All right, so volatility is probably going to rise tomorrow, and if this keeps up, I'm telling you, Monday could be really bad. This is how they always start. How Mondays become black is Fridays that end, or Thursdays and Fridays that end like what we see maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow's the determining factor, probably. All right, Dominique, man. Cool. So thank you for the 10 super chat. Cheers. Gold, silver down. Yeah, I mean, that's cash grab stuff, right? When everything is selling off at the same time, people scared, going cash. 30 more likes to 1,000. Wow, that's awesome, dude. So we're gonna be going up and down, man, up and down all day. But you keep making these lower lows. And the bearish and golden candle yesterday is confirmed. Okay, thanks to the 2,238 people here, 8 likes till 1,000, and less than 600 YouTube subs from 50,000. Thank y'all. Seriously, that's gonna be the biggest milestone of my entire streaming career, or whatever you want to call it.
My place warrior's gay. Smiley face.
What? Oh, you're talking to Gavin. Wow, dude. Gavin's brother talking to Gavin, huh?
Do any of your
He might have left already, though, so...
Is that a joint?
He can't answer.
During these markets, or if we see more major pullbacks, or do you stick to initial targets?
I mean, like, think about it. All the trades, a lot of them, most of them played out, and then the ones that were developing towards the end all got stopped out. And so now it's like nothing. Like, no more, like... Once Bitcoin started selling off again, it's like, nah, dude, just wait. You have to wait till an edge on Bitcoin develops. This is why. Because the past, like, multiple days just selling, and there's no edge. So it's just gambling. So you have Gavin's dad, Gavin's brother, Gavin's mom.
Is that a joint?
Wow. Oh, yeah, Discord link. Sorry. Forgot about that.
Largest economic crash since the Great Depression incoming with all the money printing.
I need a Discord link. This one might be valid still. It is. Perfect. There you go. Oh, Travis, I have no idea, man. Right? That's like, hey, that's a great question, but I don't have an answer for you. But I'll tell you that futures are continuing to slide. Bitcoin is back in sync with equities. Back in sync with metals.
Son, don't disrespect Mr. Happy like that. Brad Fisher might be upset greater than.
Thank you, Gavin's mom, for the 15. Appreciate it. Look, Brad's just looking out for me, right? He's like, you know, when you call someone gay in the 21st century, it's normally it's denigration, right? I mean, in a way, it's a degradation, whatever you want to call it. So he's just looking out for me, man. So.
Feel you, bro. Thanks for teaching us a way to escape global.
Gillette, we may not. Dude, you understand this is coming for us. Unrealized profit loss tax, and then an increase in capital gains tax with the money printing. Oh, dude, they're coming for all of us now. They don't like. They're now like Wall Street Bets is kind of started it, man. Like that, like put everyone that's been trading like under the radar, under the microscope. Now the government, they're like, oh, how do we get money from these people? Oh, that are making their money. Like they trap us inside. We can't go work. Small businesses shut down. Then people are like, crap, we're going online searching, how do I make money? Because the government shut down my business. I can't get anything. My business is imploded. And they find trading. And they find out trading works. And then Wall Street Bets crap starts going viral. And now they're targeting us. So you can thank Wall Street Bets probably for that. That put us all under a microscope. We were fine. We were getting rich quietly. And here we go. Here we go, dude. New administration. So, Bitcoin futures 46,270 at its lowest lows since, you know, of course, a couple days ago. So again, man, we're just watching Bitcoin with very little support, with nothing implying upside next fall, which is not surprising. You just can't be, especially if you just look at traditional Fibonacci retraces. This is just a mild, moderate retrace. It's a mild, moderate retrace until 40,000, technically. Oh wow, okay, Rocket, what is it? No, that's not chilling. Talking about dividend and ex-dividend date. No, that's Morgan Stanley partnership with Rocket. That's not shilling. That's just reporting news. So we're selling off, man. More and more. So Asia's awake now, right? And that's what I was telling you. If we paint this bearish engulfing candle, and then on the new day we immediately kind of start selling off, I mean, you can't be that surprised, dude. Session lows, boom, just there. And soon you shall be surpassing the crazy wick low that was around $45,000. What? Oh, President Joe Biden orders airstrike against Iran-backed militia in Syria following rocket attacks against U.S. forces in Iraq. So that might have something to do with this or something. I don't know, right? I mean, that just got reported. I mean, that just broke like 9 minutes ago. Here we go again, dude. Remember, isn't this literally deja vu from last year? The same stuff with the same crap, and not in Iran, but in Iraq or Afghanistan, right? Where I think President Trump killed one of their leaders from Iran, though. It wasn't on Iran. So I don't know, man. Like, go figure, right? Yay, war. Yay. What a joke, man. Well, I mean, defense stocks were terrible today. Talking about like Boeing and Raytheon were a couple of the worst performers on the S&P 500. Alright, man, I don't know what, I mean, we got another stream tonight, I guess. Patreon night, I'm gonna be drinking some alcohol. I owe some chugs. It happens. But I don't think it's over for Bitcoin or anything. But I mean, I do think that this absolutely common retrace is just retracing. And I mean, you know, the trend technically is not in trouble until you break below 30K, right? You're still in an uptrend. This thing could go down to $35,000 and still be technically in a long-term uptrend. Because that's how you do trend analysis, man. Okay. Yeah. Right, that's how trends reverse when previous swing lows are breached. So here's just another way of looking at it, so you can see. weekly and daily bearish divergence at the same time. Parabolic trend line. Still, man, it hadn't touched it yet. So that's down at like 44,500 or so. What's up, Zach? Just kidding. I know Zach, but anyone with an H would call it Zach. It's a meme, a cultural meme. So welcome, dude. Wow, dude. Mod's working overtime. Yeah, this week has been rough, man. But you're gonna get the ups and downs. So I guess that's it, man. I mean, besides just monitoring price action of these markets and stuff, there's not, I mean, this, again, you're looking, yeah, probably gonna see lower prices because of the engulfing candle yesterday and the 48 hours of testing and failing to hold above 50K. It's only been regarded as resistance twice, so can't be surprised for lower prices based on everything. Thanks for the 1,000 plus likes. Jesus chums for that. Some positive right there. Uh, 10-year bonds. I mean, going up. Yeah, they're 1-year high, 12-month highs, and you're back above an ice line that goes back to 2012, 2016. It's a big deal. So you can go and back test that. Let's see if we get a back test of the spring of that. But yeah, normally that's bad for equities. Did I miss that? Oh, you're talking about this? Okay, this is this levered? Yeah, sorry, I forgot. This is, I mean, you know, all it does is go lower. What is this? Shorting the S&P 500 post-reverse split. SH. I'm not seeing a breakout here of any kind. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you looking at on this chart? Joe. What about SH intrigued you? I don't know. You know, are you talking about going long or something? Because you never want to go long on these. Now, you know, normally I guess would be going short on these at peaks, right? Anytime it rallies high, it seems pretty safe to dump it. Trying to find out what did he say about it? Did he even describe it? No, I just said, can you look at SH? What was it that you found so intriguing about this? Go to the weekly, I guess. Waiting for an explanation on why he wanted to look at it, because he felt like I mean, I accidentally missed it a little bit, but it wasn't because I was intentionally doing that. Sorry, dude, I got nothing for you here. I don't really know. Like, I'm not seeing. I mean, oh, is there divergence? Sure. Okay, then it gets a pop and then dumps again to all-time lows, like it's always done. So. Alright, man, you can't say I didn't look at it, but again, I'm looking at something that it doesn't really look like something I would, the way my system is, I wouldn't be going long on or anything, or short. So if I can't go long or short, and there's not enough data or evidence really to do it, I mean, there's no point. We just move on. Okay. I mean, Joe, I'm literally, man, I didn't mean to. Not skipping it. I was looking at it, but it's just on a C chart, I know what I'm looking for, and that's just not it. And look at the weekly right now. So the weekly on Bitcoin, certainly 3 days to go. Bearish engulfing candle. You know what happens with bearish engulfing candles? With bearish divergence, on the RSI and overbought territory, right? You're now officially, Bitcoin is now, right now, officially not overbought for the first time since the week of October 19th. So it's been many months. So you're talking about, remember going back in history, looking at history where when you show bearish divergence and bull trends, it's not over for the trend, but every single time it certainly gets out of overbought territory and goes down to the equilibrium level, or at least down to the 60s, 50s to 60s. So that's where it could be headed in time, and then makes a higher low than 30K at some point, pivots, and then goes again and gets overbought, and the multi-month, multi-year cycle continues. Well, it could eventually turn into a multi-year uptrend in time. So, okay. That's a nasty candle on the weekly, though. That's a big reversal candle. But yeah, 3 days, so don't get cocky. It could change, right? Or it could just get worse. And Bitcoin's at its session low. It's about to be breaking $46,000. Yup. And again, like, most reasonable area that makes sense for strategizing would be like 42K, just the previous high. Okay, and this is where we're talking. This is what we're talking about. Okay, you're now getting on these oscillators. What? All right, you sell off. You get a 50% retrace. 42K. You hit the 200 moving average, and then eventually, right, down at those levels, you round out on your histogram and your RSI, and you get that bullish average we're talking about. So nothing weird here. XAB working on C, and eventually could be working on D. That's it. Hold on. Sweet. IT guys coming over tonight to finish the completion of the supercomputer. Awesome. All right, dude. So I'm gonna get some dinner before that happens, and I'm gonna get ready for the stream tonight. Bring your own beer. Thanks so much for the likes, love, support, contributions. Big shout out to Gavin for the, the freaking big contributions, man, and Ursula. Thank y'all. So I'll be back tonight. We'll see where Bitcoin's at. Until next time, respect the TA.
robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
I have some evidence Manbear Pig could be in this area.
Price gonna dip.
Adios, turd nuggets.